Good morning, everyone. I'm going to share with you our successes and failures here at the homestead for 2019. And if you've been following, we are definitely trying to record as much as we can of the projects that we're working on. And we're going to go through our goal list. We had a really good goal list made for 2019. So we're going to go through that with you guys. One of the top things on my goal list was to finish the west exterior wall on the cabin. And if you've been following us along, there is a video out on it, and we did complete it. It is dried in, sided, everything is done. So that's a win for us. We did finish the driveway. If you've been following, that driveway was a horror show, to the point where we couldn't even get our four-wheel drive vehicle back into the property at times. Now it's been, probably 10 months or so since we finished it, and I can honestly tell you we've not had a bit of flooding. We've not had a bit of mud, nothing in the driveway. We still have some little dips and stuff we want to fill with stone, but it has not been a priority because the driveway is very drivable right now. So the other part, we needed to do a firewall behind the wood stove. We got that partially finished. We put, it's like a cement panel that they put behind like showers and stuff. We put that behind our wood stove because it's made with cement. So that gave us a really nice barrier to protect the wood frame of the cabin. And we did pick out the stone that's going behind the wood stove. It's just a matter of, we have to get past the cold fronts that are still rolling in. We have, I think tomorrow night, it's going to go down to the 30s. So we will be starting the wood stove. And as long as we're doing that, we can't work on the stone behind it. So that is on the project list for 2020. Yes, we're already 2 months, a month and a half into 2020. It's just past Valentine's Day as I'm making this video. We talked about increasing our solar. We decided not to do that this year or this coming year because what we have has really been very sufficient. We did add a ton of brand new batteries. And so as the sun is out, those batteries get charged by 11 a.m. in the morning. Those batteries are fully charged. So I think we're good on batteries. So that did get done. It was a big project. It took special orders, and it took a special delivery. It even took a special bank approval to pay for them, because they set limits on your bank accounts. We also had a goal to butcher roosters. Guys, we did it. The roosters, except for Big Red, are all gone. Every one of them are gone. They all ended up in the freezer. They all ended up in the stew pot. I think we've eaten them all already, so they're gone. And I hated to do it, but when you have 5 roosters going off at 3 and 4 a.m., let me tell you, it took everything not to get up and go strangle them. I like to sleep. All right. Did we build a new milking area? That was on our goal list. Yes. We've got a brand new milk stand. We've got a brand new under-roofed area, and it is working fabulous. There is a video out about that as well. I love it. It's higher up off the ground than your traditional milk stand, so that I can sit straight with my legs under it instead of twisting and turning my back, which is one of the requirements from my physical therapist to make that change so that I could milk comfortably. And I love it. Absolutely love it. Even the taller goats are still very manageable at the height of this stand. I think I lost my puppy. Tundra, come. He likes wandering the woods here, but he comes right back. And he's not crossing property lines, so that's good. All right, we talked about putting a large water tank in. Now, the water tank would have cost us, I think, $800 and some. We have not done it, and here's why. We put a well in instead. That's even a better win, guys. Anytime I need water, anytime, I've got a well now. And the well is probably about 85 to 115 feet, in that range, because they did drill all the way down to 115 feet. And we have beautiful, beautiful, crystal clear, wonderful water. So we do have that. And at some point, we want to add a system to it to take the iron out, because it is high iron water in this area. And we want to get it so that we can have it plumbed right to the house or right to a water tote. That plumbing has not happened. We do have the pipes to do it, but it has not happened yet, because we have prioritized the cabin, because there's a lot of the cabin that needed to be finished. Remember, when we moved in here, May of this spring will be 3 years. We moved into a dried-in only cabin. So the cabin needed a ton of work. It needed windows. It still needs the windows. We didn't get the kitchen windows in yet, because the kitchen has not been our priority. Insulating that upstairs, where the heat loss and the heat penetration during the summer has been really bad. So I'm looking for my puppy. He still didn't come back. Tundra, come. He's roaming. So we did get the new water heater in for 2019. We did get a new pump so that our water pump system is working a lot better than it was. So our plumbing system has had a nice upgrade, and we are definitely enjoying the benefits of it. We're enjoying the new water heater tremendously. It's inside. It cannot freeze, although we had frost, but no real freezes here this year. So, ouch, cat, get your claw out of me. Fencing. We had a goal of fencing in 1 more acre. Well, that has now turned into roughly 3 to 5 acres. I don't know the exact number, but I do know the front of the property is right. There he is. The front of the property is on this side of me, and we've got the property line fence completed, and the fence going across the front of the property is now completed. And we did get help with that. I was not able to help him. He did get help from a family member. And now all we have to do is come down our driveway and connect it to this pen right here. And we will have at least, bare minimum, 3 acres more for the goats. So that project is really close to getting finished. And I haven't even videoed that, because they were out here doing that, and I was spending time with my daughter while they were working on the fence. So I didn't video any of it. Sometimes family it just has to take priority. All right, replace the wrong fencing. If you remember when Simba was born, which is now over 2 years ago, she would walk right out of our fences. So we had to go to new fencing, and if you can see the fencing right behind me, that is the new fencing. It's 2 inches wide by 4 inches tall. No babies got out. We haven't had any tiny babies. Like Simba was so tiny. Since she was born and Riley and Mocha was born, we haven't had any tiny babies this past kidding. Now, we have the potential with Latte getting ready to kid in about 3 weeks. We do have the potential of small babies with her, because we think she's carrying at least 3 again. We'll see. But the fences are done. The entire new main does, where the does are, that entire area has been refenced. So that was on our list to do. And it was a safety item, so we did prioritize that. Because babies getting out of fences means they were vulnerable to coyotes and stuff like that. To our own dogs, even though we've never had an issue. As soon as you turn your back, you might, though. So, and our dogs are taught no. Cut and dry, no. And they're older. Cody and Ginger's older. They're really not interested in chasing livestock. I got gnats already, guys. Good Lord. Okay. Living room wall. We had a 2-foot section that didn't get done. I don't remember why it just didn't get done. Well, it's done. My living room is completely done other than the stone behind the wood stove. And that's going on this year's project list, I hope. I don't know. We got some big projects that right now we feel are priorities, so we'll see. And I'll go over that list with you in another video. Rain gutters. We needed to get rain gutters up on the new shed that we built, and that is done. So that rain gutter system on the shed is also a rain catch system. So we have 2 55-gallon barrels back there that get refilled from the rain, and we use that to keep our chickens watered because we have an automated chicken waterer in the chicken coop now. So that helps a whole lot with keeping those chickens in water. It'll be a really blessing this summer when it gets hot. They'll have plenty of fresh water all the time. Bathroom windows. We have the window. It has not been a priority. It did not get done. Bathroom walls, again, was not the priority. The walls in the bathroom are insulated and covered. They just don't have that pretty surface. So that's something we haven't really decided yet. It's tough. I need something in there that's going to be okay in a more humid room. And I love the panels we're putting upstairs right now, and I was really thinking about using them in the bathroom. But I don't think they're going to hold up with the moisture in the bathroom. So that's kind of a bummer. So I keep keeping an eye on the dogs. The bathroom door. No, I don't have a door. But I did get heavy insulated curtains for the downstairs sliding glass doors. And I actually put one of them at the bathroom door on a rod, and it's working fabulous. Will that be upgraded? I don't know. Guys, there's some things I just cannot decide on. Because when it's just Jim and I here, we don't close the bathroom door. It's one bathroom. We don't close that door. It's just him and I. And 9 times if one of us is in the living room while the other's in the bathroom, it's 30 some feet away from each other. So there's no seeing in. The only time we needed privacy is when we get company. And that's like, we had Jim's son and his grandson here. But again, that heavy insulated curtain did a fabulous job. And we also had his friend up that helped us build the cabin. But again, that insulated curtain did the job, guys. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. So I think we did okay. We had a list of 18 items, and we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We've got 12 items done on the list of 18. And it took us a lot longer than we thought it would to work on that upstairs. We didn't have a clue what we were doing. When we started it, we ended up redoing things so that we had that air gap so the roof can breathe. So that kind of threw us back a little bit because we had to take out the stuff we'd already done. Thankfully, we could still use the insulation we already had and not have to throw it out or store it anywhere. So that went well. That went very well. There's a lot I'd like to see done. Our goal is to be done in the next year to 2 years on the cabin. Will we make any other major changes here to the farm? I don't know. One of my goals that we never talked about was to get a better breeding stock with my goats. I have accomplished that. I've got 3 amazing bucks. 2 were born here, and then Picasso we went and we picked up in Alabama and brought him home. And they bring a pedigree into our herd that a lot of people would like in their herds. One of the things I've been looking at and I've been talking to, Picasso comes out of a farm called Texas Tykes. Her and I have been in touch with each other because I let her know that he now is with us. And she likes updates on the goats that left her farm. And that was her prize buckling the year he was born. Her prize buckling. And I'm telling you what, he is so gorgeous, I can see why. Now, I would say Titan and Trident are my prize bucklings born here on the farm at this point because they're registered stock. And they bring a whole new bloodline to our herd. But I cannot breed them. This is where I have a dilemma. I cannot breed them to my registered does because they're related. Those are Ginger's boys. Trilly is Ginger's daughter. Trinity is Ginger's daughter. Gracie is Trilly's daughter. That's all my registered stock for my does. So I can't breed those 2 boys to that group of girls. I can continue on with Picasso, and I plan to, guys. He threw some beautiful kids this year. His kids are hardy and strong. But let's go back to Texas Tykes. She has, I think, 13 or 14 does getting ready to kid between March and April. I am looking for a flashy doe out of her herd that is not related to Picasso, so that I can start a new bloodline that I can breed both Picasso and the 2 boys from Ginger to. Obviously, it'll be different times, different years. I am still trying to sell Titan. Titan is still up for sale. So if he sells, then it's Trident's position, the second position behind Picasso for breeding. And Picasso can breed every girl on this farm except for Gracie. He can still continue to breed all these girls. Trident can breed Latte, Carmela, Oreo, Nala. I think that's it. Maybe Breely. Breely has not grown, guys. She's 10 months old. She's still so tiny. I don't know that we would ever breed her. I will probably put her up for sale. I hate to do it, but they have to serve a purpose here on the farm. She's too small to butcher. So I'm thinking about putting her up for sale to a pet-only home. And Mocha as well. Mocha's too small to butcher. It just would be money spent wastefully, in my opinion, to put him through a butcher process. So we've got some decisions to make. Jim doesn't want to expand the herd. I said, well, I got 5 of the goats are up for sale. Yeah, I know. It's an addiction. My only one, though, guys. My only one. I swear. All right, guys. I've rambled on long enough. Hope you enjoy the video. Take care, and God bless.